Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. I don't know how much battery I have left, so I'll just go until it runs out. Got my 2 wolf snares. I've been scouting around where I thought was going to be a good spot. It turns out it wasn't probably the spot I thought it was going to be, so I've been scouting around now for about a half an hour trying to find a good spot to put my snares. And I'm just like, you know, like I know they're in this area. Usually they cross around here because there's not a lot of cover for them and stuff like that. I like this run here because I know I've seen tracks coming right out of that spot over the years, but I don't like those small little trees. I got nothing to really tie off on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang one snare right here like that. That's all you got to do. No, I'm kidding. First thing we got to do is say hello to this tree right here. First we'll just throw that down here and say, hi, Mr. Pine Tree. I'm just going to rub some pine scent on you with my hands and everything like that. I have another scented, I guess I'm going to need these pliers. Another scented pine scent masker with me, whatever, and I'll show you that in a moment. I'm gonna try this spot here. There's just, when I'm looking at it, what I'm thinking is if I throw bait in there, he can kind of sneak in from other areas. But I got a nice big tree here, even though it's kind of dead, to tie off on. I'll be able to tie my drags to that. There's a drag right there, natural. I'll just tie that tree to that tree. It's going to take me a little longer to set up than I thought. But the goal is just to get the snares out. But I got a nice natural cubby right there. I'm going to grab my first chain. Now, I don't have any bait with me today, so I'm still going to set them up anyway. And then baiting, but everything's natural, because if he jumps in there, his head's going to go right where I want it to go. So what I'm going to do is take my first snare, and I should have brought my safety glasses. The idea is to get as natural a habitat as possible. So I got a chain like this, that's it. Chain with a little hook on it, and I'm just gonna, it's not the best setup, but it's a setup. So the goal is to tie off on that big guy, tie those big guys to some of the drags. So if he did pull down that big tree, that might, it's almost too big. It's finding the right tree to tie off of. Like ideally a tree that size is perfect, so that if they did pull it out, they'd pull it out before they'd break the snare. Where that big, they might actually break the snare. I doubt they'll pull the tree out, but we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, getting in here carefully without hurting myself is going to be fun. So I want to feed the snare somewhere down in here. So I just want to have a slight picture of how that's going to look. Because again, the idea is to, if you can get, the wolves have incredible vision from what I heard. Yeah, so that's going to be okay somewhere down around in here. I'll play around with that. Somewhere in there. So I got a natural sticks and twigs for them to jump in. So I can set the height very naturally. So that's good. Now I got to get this in there without poking my eyes out. And I don't want to really go in that way if I can help it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in this way, because if they smell me, jig's up, right? So here's what I want to do. I don't want to be up too high. I don't want to be up too low. I want to get as straight a pull on him as possible when he's pulling. So it zips this thing as tight as it could possibly. I'd rather come into a dead wolf than a live one in the snare, which you're more likely to come to a live one. But if you can come to a dead one, it makes life a lot easier for you. So anyway, I'm just going to put that there for now. And hopefully there's enough chain here. I'm just going to go maybe somewhere around here. The attachment's going to be easy. It's just getting in here and out of here. Oop. And hopefully no. Oh, that's going to be a tight one. That's going to be a tight one, so hopefully it doesn't break that chain. But I'm going to tie it off on other spots as I go anyway. Won't be all done today. I just don't have enough stuff with me. Again, I'm on foot, hey, so. And I'm going to, if there's a branch on the camera right now, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Get my Pliers in there, nice and wet and slippy and miserable out today. Not too cold though. Holy geez, this wasn't that hard at house. Get that on there really good. There, that's it. Now what I'm going to do is tie the tree to that as my drag. So if if he's capable of busting that. The thing is it needs to have give, and I don't think that tree's going to have enough give, but I'm going to try it anyway. There's one. I think I'm just going to put the one in there, and then I'll put the other snare that I got in the tree there somewhere else. So I'm going to just fix that up a bit. I was thinking one on each side because the thing is this is a natural burrow, right? So, and I'll have to build it up so that where'd it go? That's how well they work. Yeah, I'm gonna catch myself my own snare because I can't see it. Okay, watch my eyes. So I want to come in over here. Try not to get as much, keep my smell out as much as possible because we stink to them. I know it's rude. How dare they tell me? This is why I gotta catch them. It's not about conservation. It's they insulted me by telling me I stunk. But I get that under the pine. Just about right there. Make sure your catches and everything are nice and free. Don't need that big of a loop. Let's say for Mr. Wolf, 12-14 inch loop is what they say. But make sure everything is moving freely. Sometimes it can be a little bit messing around with it. See, I got some. Oops, there we go. See, I dipped these a while back, right? Yeah, there we go. Get it to zip about there. Okay, so I'm going to put it. When I put my bait in, my bait's going to be more that way. Move this over. And then I can even just kind of semi-hang it off this branch right here, like so. No, I can't. I got to get it up higher. So I'll go off of this branch. The beauty about snares is that they are weatherproof. Doesn't matter if it snows, you just raise them up if it snows too much. Okay, maybe get this to hang freely. That's the thing, is just to get it to hang. The hard thing about snares is getting the right hanging height. Sometimes you got to play around and whatever. But right there, obviously, he's got a natural head. I mean, could almost leave it like that, but he's going to see it, right? So I want it kind of tucked up a bit more than that. But you see, he's going to step over that, and as he steps over that, I would kind of like to have it back in here, like so. Now, is there something I could I might have to manipulate this. You weren't supposed to break that easy. You were just supposed to hold my snare. You're ruining my natural environment. How dare you? Okay, because I don't want to catch the stick. I want that snare sitting freely. But what I want to do is have it. Maybe I should have went up a little bit higher. I could always go up a little bit higher, but I also want it about there. So how do I get that from here to there? And I can go up. And nice layers here. See all these nice layers to hide stuff in? Oh, I don't want. Okay, you want it to be nice and supple like that, but maybe not quite that supple because you don't want it to close up before there's an animal in it. Okay, so get this layer. Yeah, I want that base layer there. The base layer. Okay, there we go. Now we're sort of getting there. There we go. So it's kind of hidden, just naturally hidden. And yeah, I'll mess with it a bit more tomorrow. So I could even put my bait right there. I'll probably open that up just a little bit more. If you open it up too much, you're going to get a body capture. You don't open it up enough, you won't get the right animal in there. But you see, that's almost about perfect right there. I'll have to turn it. Yeah, I'll have to turn it, but I'll leave that one like that one for now. Now, I was thinking coming in the other way, but I think what I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to throw some spruce boughs on top of that so they don't smell that or see that. Got lots to pick from. I'm just going to find my second spot. I'll get that a little bit better tomorrow. Maybe what I'll do is get some sticks or whatever, just kind of prop it up and maybe even bring it out a bit more. Because when they're coming out of either here, or sorry, there, and they come up the road, and they will, they're going to look, or if they're coming down the road, even better, like, hey, there's food there, and then they're just going to run right into it. Let me show you what I mean. When the road ferry came by, it pushed everything all up here in a nice clump. They could technically get through there, but they have to go out the other way. They're not going to back out. They might, but I'll put it in such a way that just make it easy for them, right? Because even if they just investigate it. Now, the nice thing about snares is, if you can get your scent off them early, it might be 2 weeks before they... some people, what they do is they hang their snares out where they, like this, just hang them up in the tree so nothing gets caught in them, about a week or two ahead, so that your smell gets off of it. So then, once you have everything, then you don't even have to touch the snare ever again unless there's something in it. So I'm going to leave that for now. There's nothing going to go in there, most likely. If anything, it'll be a rabbit by accident, but they're most likely going to walk that way. I'm going to block that off with spruce boughs. I want to leave I'm trying to find as a natural spot to set them as possible, because the more natural, the less freaked out they're, the less freaked out they're going to be, etc., etc. I'm going to find a spot for there. I would really love to put it onto this trail here, but deer do use this one as well. I'm not worried about the deer as much because I can always height it off, so whatever. I'm going to see if we can find another spot for that one, and if I have enough memory or battery, I will